You'll have to give me a second to make sure everything is right over here. I gotta get some tissue. Hold on. Alright, give me a second. I forgot something. Alright, I'm back. Oh, look at what the lady coming down to the riptide. Oh, I already say Whoa, hold on. What language? What the fuck language was I about to start speaking? Alright. Basically, guys, today on this live stream, I'm just gonna react to random different videos. I might react to Corey. I might react to a random person I never watched before. I might react to a Sonic video, Alvin and Chipmunks, some stupid, some random things. So, with that being said, let's get straight into it. I already see a video I want to watch, and let me get to YouTube. We got Corey. We got my stream right there, obviously. Okay. We got a Sonic video, Perfect Cell versus Perfect Cell. Huh. This was 9 months ago. I should have been watched this. New Ultra Instinct Goku is insane. That's 8 days ago. I should have been watched that. Trey Rags. This is a good lineup. Boruto got caught. Yeah, alright. We're going to start off with Sonic, and then we're going to go on to Corey. And boom, we're going to start it off from there.
Huggies Front Blowout Blocker versus Chocolate Syrup. Will it blow out?
Okay.
Supersonic, everyone's
Quality's
favorite
not too
all-powerful
high,
chili
so my
dog
shit don't
loving
start
beast slayer.
lagging.
Sometimes
720.
he's necessary to stopping a world-ending threat, and other times Sonic.
Wait, I didn't catch that. Run it back. Run it back, Turbo. Run it back.
Supersonic, everyone's favorite all-powerful chili dog loving beast slayer.
Right.
Sometimes he's necessary to stopping a world-ending threat, and other times Sonic can do it without the boost and only uses it for fun after the fact. Today, we're gonna look at Supersonic's role in every mainline Sonic the Hedgehog game and rank him from.
Now, this is a good video for me because I never knew the difference between the Supersonics. Like, obviously, there's a clear difference between some, like a hypersonic. You're not gonna get confused for regular old super, obviously. But I never know the difference between just supersonic in the different games because sometimes they have different colors, and I'm like, is this supposed to be a new form? Nah, it's the same yellow, so it has to be the same form. So he gonna basically change my whole mind on this.
From worthless to elite.
Okay.
Sonic's first time going super wasn't until Sonic 2, and here, once you collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds from the bonus stages, you can activate Supersonic form in any level once you collect 50 rings and.
I know I'm ass at Sonic games because I have never went supersonic in any of the Sonic games I've ever played. Like, unless it was in the story and it's like, oh, you have to go supersonic in this cutscene, I didn't go supersonic in my own gameplay. Like, that's crazy. That's how I know I'm dog shit. But I like to think I'm good at the Sonic games, though. But I just never. The Chaos Emeralds is just too much for me to do. Like, usually I'll be a completionist. But with the Chaos Emeralds, the minigames is annoying. Everybody hates those minigames. Right? It's not just me. Leave a comment if it's not just me. And you have the same idea of the Chaos Emeralds. Like, it's just annoying.
Jump. When super, he's got faster acceleration, a higher jump, and complete invincibility, with the only real trade-off being his ring count depleting, and if it hits 0, he's back to normal. You can beat the entire game without going super once, but you can also collect the emeralds pretty quickly and get to use them for a large portion of the game. It really depends on how.
That's the good thing about it. You don't have to go supersonic at any of the games, really. Like, unless it's a cutscene, it's like, yeah, Sonic goes super because it is that in the third. Like in Sonic 06 at the end. When I think it was Knuckles, Silver, Shadow, and Sonic went super at the end. That because of the plot. That's the only reason I ever went supersonic.
How much the player wants him. Since he's not necessary though, it can't be a very high placement, but feeling this overpowered and being available for a large chunk of the game gives him a respectable spot and optional but effective. This game opens with Sonic being fully super and gliding his way onto Angel Island until Knuckles pops up out of nowhere, deals damage to Supersonic, which is new, and steals the emeralds for himself. You collect him the same way as last time, so he's available as soon as you want him to be. But new here is that he's a mandatory part of the story. Once you reach the Doomsday Zone, Sonic automatically upgrades to Supersonic and is needed to stop an Eggman Robo from escaping with the Master Emerald. He of course wins, gets the emerald.
Run it back, Turbo.
Part of the story. Once you reach the Doomsday Zone, Sonic automatically upgrades to Supersonic and is needed to stop an Eggman Robo from escaping with the Master Emerald. He of course wins, gets the Emerald, and reverts to regular Sonic to return the Master Emerald to its rightful place. It's also worth mentioning that there's an additional overpowered Sonic form called Hypersonic, and he's a little stronger than Supersonic, being able to breathe underwater and jump a bit higher, but it's nothing crazy. Still, it's his all-time strongest form and the only time we see it, so I feel like there should be a little extra credit, and I'd honestly be willing to go elite with this one. He plays a vital role in the climax and is usable throughout the entire game. Doesn't get much better than that. In Sonic Adventure, Supersonic's only usable for the final boss and the true ending of the game, which requires beating every single story mode, so most players haven't gotten that far. With Perfect Chaos taking full form, Sonic's friends pull together with the Chaos Emeralds they've collected, power up Sonic, and let him take on Chaos mano a mano. Sonic wins in one of the easier final bosses in the series and brings Chaos back to his Chill Zero form. Beating a world-ending elemental monster all by himself is really impressive, but not being usable in any other part of the game holds it back from being full that you might see with Legends, I'm definitely going to be sick in those. Like the first adventure, Adventure 2 only features Supersonic in the last story, and there he goes Super Saiyan alongside Shadow.
Give me a second. wanna come lately, lady, come on down to the riptide, taking away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing this song, and I got along with your vocab. I wanna be your left-hand man. My phone is fucking lagging, and I really hate that is lagging. Let me put in my password so I can look at all of my fucking apps. I don't even think that's how it works. I just want to say something that wrong. Oh my god, it went out. My phone is tweaking right now. Let me check my storage. Yeah, my storage is full. I'm just going to return to the video. Oh my god. Okay. I'm about to delete something. Something got to give. It's not even loading the storage. That's how much. Oh my god. Like, it don't even want to load the storage. That's how crazy it get. And my phone overheating. Alright, we just gonna turn that off and proceed.
Which is the first time he shares the super spotlight with anyone, and it makes for a super badass moment. Them flying through outer space, taking turns landing blows on the giant lizard ultimate life form thing is such a cinematic and peak Sonic moment. And in the aftermath, with Sonic being strong enough to teleport back onto the Ark and Shadow not being able to do so, seemingly falling to his death, it paints Sonic as the stronger hedgehog, even if he just learned about Chaos Control a couple of days ago. It's an incredibly elite moment, but since he splits the workload with the golden quilled hedgehog, he's doing less work than usual. Definitely strong power of friendship vibes.
I forgot I'm on the wrong account. Hold on, guys. Where was I in the video?
In Sonic Adventure, Super Sonic's only usable for the final boss in the true ending of the game. To his death, it paints Sonic as the stronger hedgehog, even if he splits the workload vibe. Chaos or the planet-destroying Eclipse crew. Usual. Definitely strong power of friendship vibes.
Sonic
Just like
Advance,
the last couple games, Super Sonic's reserved for the final boss here, and this time he's back to a one-man wrecking crew. Now, it's not as intimidating of a villain as Perfect Chaos or the planet-destroying Eclipse Cannon, but it's a Transformer-looking Eggman Robo, and the fight takes place on the moon to up the stakes a little. This is the true ending, and he's the key to stopping Eggman, so he'll fit well there. He's not seen here unless you beat the game as all the other characters, which is asking a lot. But when you finally do, it's another fight up in space against an Eggman robot, and it's maybe a little harder than that first one, but still more than that. They don't even have save files either. After he wins, he tracks down the falling capsule containing Vanilla, breaks her free, and in doing so, loses super form and does the remainder of the rescue as regular old Sonic.
It's not that
Again, there are multiple endings, and some don't require Super Sonic, but he's a vital part of the true ending, so he'll get another key to success tier.
Sonic.
Like these other modern era games, Super Sonic only shows up for the last story, after you complete the 4 main team playthroughs. Metal Overlord is one of the most menacing foes in the series. He scanned every single character over the course of the game to figure out how to defeat them, and the plan was honestly almost foolproof.
Where's Sonic CD
almost. He achieved exactly what he wanted, but since the Sonic crew had all the Chaos Emeralds, there was one tiny thing that Metal didn't account for. Even still, he needed the 11 other playable characters to contribute to the fight, including Tails and Knuckles for his phase, which waters down his contribution a little. He's the game changer, but the whole theme of this game is about teamwork, so friendship tier it is.
Friendship.
This is basically the same case as the previous Advance games, but now Ultimate Jamurl is the big bad guy, and Sonic goes super to stop him in the true ending. This time, though, he's got Eggman helping him, and it's really cool to see the two working together, but that reliance on someone else to win the fight knocks him down a good bit, about the same as Heroes.
Sonic
Sonic
Rush.
and
That's
Blaze
another
collect the Chaos
peak.
and Soul Emeralds
another
throughout the game
peak
and use them to go
bro.
God mode against the 2 Eggmen and take down the Egg Salamanders, saving both of their worlds. Like Adventure 2, Supersonic's got a pal in Burning Blaze, and without her, the job couldn't have been finished, so he'll get credit where it's due as really useful, but benefiting a lot from a teammate. Sonic dies toward the end of the game. Mephiles just cooks him when he's not paying attention, and he only comes back to life because the rest of the heroes track down all the Chaos Emeralds and at least perform some weird ritual thing and kisses him. For whatever reason, that makes him go super, and from there, he shares his power with both Shadow and Silver, and the 3 Super Hedgehogs take down Solaris in the past, present, and future. Now, the villain this time definitely needed 3 guys to take down, so I can't take too much credit away from him for that, but the fact that Sonic died and needed someone to manually make him super does hinder the overall feel. With this one, teamwork makes the dream work for sure.
He could have been like a hedgehog princess.
This game's identical to the first Sonic Rush in terms of Supersonic. 2 Eggmen, help from Burning Blaze, and the power of friendship.
The power of friendship.
The opening cutscene has
Sonic
a high-speed
Sonic
versus Dr. Eggman battle up in outer space
this
with
on my
missiles
Wii.
flying, hordes of robots attacking,
And I remember playing this on my PS3.
And detailed expressions we've ever seen
This
from
game
these
is so
two.
peak.
Sonic gets caught by one of Eggy's mechs and goes super to break out and turn the tables on the Doctor, chasing him down to take out once and for all. But then his cockiness gets the best of him, and he gets yoinked by some Eggman contraption that absorbs all the power from the Chaos Emeralds and directs it at the Earth to form a f***ing death laser that shatters it to pieces.
Death
laser?
all,
and has to bring all the dead emeralds to different temples across the planet to restore them and all the continents. Supersonic isn't seen again until the final phase of the final boss, where Dark Gaia fully reawakens into one of the scariest Sonic villains, and Sonic goes all in to take him down. I know he's not in most of this game, but this final sequence is one of the most triumphant and grand climaxes in the series, and he defeats an all-time menacing threat basically by himself. He's at the very least a key to success.
Give him his credits.
This game brings Supersonic back to his classic form. Collect the 7 Chaos Emeralds at your own pace, and once you do, you can go super at any point in the game. He's stronger in gameplay than most Supersonics too, being able to breathe underwater and illuminate dark areas. It's a great playable look. If he was needed at any point throughout the game, I'd be willing to put it really high, but since you can fully beat the game without him, he's kinda unnecessary. Super effective, but for these tiers, I value how much he needs to contribute to win, and that's not at all here. He's not worthless, he's a great option to have, but he's still just that,
like a month.
And it's the same story for episode 2, so that's going right there with it. In Sonic Colors, you have to collect all the red rings throughout the game to unlock every act in the Sonic Simulator, and then beat all of those to acquire the 7 Chaos Emeralds, which finally lets you play as Supersonic in any non-boss level in the game. It's a great bonus, but the amount of work you have to do to unlock him is brutal, and by the time you do, the day is saved and there's no need for his assistance, so him being here is honestly worthless. Both classic and modern Sonic go super to take down the tiny...
I played Generations on the 3DS. I played Generations on the PS3. I played Generations on the fucking Xbox 360, bro. This game is so fucking peak.
At the end of the game, and normally I dock him some for relying on somebody else,
game made
but
me
they're
love
both
that
Supersonic, so he's highly capable and necessary for saving the day, while the rest of the Sonic cast chills on the sidelines, so both Supers are for sure a key to success. This game basically does the Sonic Colors thing again. You have to 100% all the red rings to finally get the option to use Supersonic in levels. I like that he's here, but he's completely unnecessary to anything plot-wise, and is a nice and easy worthless. This game follows the same classic Sonic formula. You can collect the Chaos Emeralds at your own pace and use Supersonic at any point after that as long as you have at least 50 rings. You can still beat the game without Supersonic, but in order to get the true ending, you have to collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds so you can go gold mode for the final boss. Being this vital to the ending, in addition to being playable as early as the player desires, gives this one by far the strongest case for an elite Supersonic.
Oh my god. Sonic Forces.
I hate Sonic Forces. It's a more serious plot with Eggman winning and the fate of the world at stake, but the Chaos Emeralds don't play any role whatsoever, and they only added Supersonic as DLC, so let's give Sonic Forces some more hate.
I still don't know how to feel about Forces.
Supersonic is a much more active part of the story than ever before. The Titans are way too powerful for Sonic to do anything against in his base form, so each Starfall Island has him collecting all the emeralds, whooping a Titan's ass, and flying on to the next one. So you get to fight multiple bosses as him throughout the course of the game, and he's the biggest reason they're able to win. Even freaking Eggman gives him a Chaos Emerald to take down the End in the end. Yeah, the final boss is called the End. I don't know. Seeing Supersonic consistently involved was a treat, and he's needed to take down all the big baddies. abilities, which makes this a hell of an easy elite.
Definitely elite.
This is basically
Superstars, I
Mania
didn't play
all over again. You can unlock him on your own terms, and the true ending has a final
Ooh,
boss
this
that
looks
Sonic
fire,
needs to
though.
go super to take down. So it's one last elite to end
That
things
shit
on.
definitely look fire.
And there you have it.
Oh, that's the end of the video. Okay. I'm not gonna watch that one. How useless Sonic is in. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. Maybe later.
Super Sonic, everyone's favorite all-powerful chili dog loving beast.
It ain't even. Okay, cool. Shit, my nose. Oh, damn, I'm sick. 9 p.m. Okay. Drewski, I see you. I see you. This is a whole like stream worth. I'm not doing that. Speed tries to compete against the best gymnast in the world. Hell no. Dragon Ball Legends conspiracy theories. This is perfect. Let's watch this.
No intro today. I got some complaining to do. Just a bunch of stuff that I cannot prove. But I know it's happening in Dragon Ball Legends. I know it 100%. I've been playing this game for 7 years. All of this stuff is
7 years.
So
I'm
you
playing
hop on
for
the
5,
game, right?
chat.
You're trying to use a new team, fun team. And the team you're trying to use, it just happens to be a 2-color composition. So it's going to be like double red, double blue, double green, double purple, double yellow, and then another color. So it's usually like double purple with a red or something like that. Mainly so you can protect your double color, right? And boom, the first game you load into in ranked PvP, it's gonna be a direct counter to the team you're using.
I
if I go
hate
double
that.
Purple and a red,
Yo,
they're
I hate
going
that.
to spawn me double yellow and a blue. And I just know the devs, the algorithm is setting me up. You know how many people play Dragon Ball Legends? Even if it's a dry period and you play Dragon Ball Legends, like you don't play a lot, you will rank at least in the hundreds of thousands, 50,000. A lot of people play this game, bruh, and you're telling me the exact team that I matched against was a direct color counter. And it won't just be a color counter. It'll be a god rank Z plus equipment, fully starred team that is sent to send you to hell every single time. How does this happen? Bro. It happens too often.
With me, is I make a new team, I'm ready for a video, and then I see Namco, Ultra Frieza, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I see a fucking 14-star fucking Ultra Cell with 4 Zenkai buffers right next to fucking Ultra Frieza. I see Namco. I see Fiku at 14 stars with a Max Zenkai and 3 godly equips on him with 2 Zenkai buffers for Fiku and 1 Zenkai buffer for Namco. But I don't even know who the fuck would do that. But I see the most immense amounts of bullshit when I want to use a new team. I hate this game for that.
I've been streaming so much for the past 2-3 years, right? And if you've been in my stream, you guys know it happens a lot. It happened to me yesterday. I'm using a yellow purple composition. It doesn't even make sense to use those colors together, but that's what I'm doing. Guess what I find? Red, yellow. What the hell is this guy doing? Dragon Ball Legends, I'm onto you, bro. I know what you're doing. This is suspect. This one is 200%
that has to be
true. I know
true.
everybody experienced this one. You hop into ranked PvP and there's a new unit with this gauge. It might be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but I'm not even talking about him because he counters everything. Ultra Margin Vegeta or even Ultra Gogeta Blue.
Yeah,
when these two guys dropped, I swear the only card you would have in your deck at any given time is a blast card, a blast attack card every single time, and their counter is going to go off. It's like the game will somehow change every single card that could spawn into your deck. The next 5 cards that will fly into your deck are going to be a blast. And I said 5 because the first 4 ones will fill up the deck, but in case you actually used one and got away with it, they need to pull you in with an extra one just to make sure
this
the enemy's gauge goes off so you lose that game.
This is actually annoying, especially against
I
Ravon.
swear there was so many occasions with Margin Vegeta specifically. He was in PvP for way too long, almost a year. His reign was pressure, and every single time I was fighting him, I could be running a full melee team. I'm talking every one of my units units has 2 strike cards, and I'm a fusion warrior main. You guys know that. I run fusion warriors. The whole team is strike based. There's no blast cards, bruh. And you're telling me the minute Ultra Margin Vegeta gets on the battlefield, I've got 4 blast arts.
They definitely make you force draw cards or something,
bro. I don't believe
no
it. It's literally
way.
not mathematically correct
not.
for that to happen
There's
as
no
well.
possible
How
way.
do they make that happen? Every single time I could be playing for the last 20 time accounts and only blasts are coming my way. I won't get any strikes. Please, game. Opinion. I need a way to get around this.
Oh
Suspect as hell. It is what it is, though. I know what you guys are
what's the
doing.
next one?
We're dealing with this one right now. You know when a new unit releases and they have faint? For the first week or 2, I promise you this feels like it's the case. The units faint, no matter what the number says. It can be 1%, but it's gonna feel like the faint is at least 95%.
No,
So
yo, Zamasu. Yo, his feint is annoying. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's
While
go.
this unit is
His
fresh,
feint is
the
annoying.
feints are going to be
hate this
astronomical.
motherfucker.
I'm sure you guys
Hate
remember the
fighting him.
Diamond Team, Super Saiyan 4
dog.
Goku and the rest of the guys. Majin Ku,
Majin Ku?
people every single time.
is a
But the minute the team
bitch.
fell off, Majin Ku couldn't get a
And they
feint
never
for his life.
gave me
That's
him.
not a coincidence, bro.
And now I don't
know
even
it's just my
need him.
experience,
So
but I'm
why
sure
was he
I'm not
so
the only
broken
one
when
that
he came out if you go be
experiences
ass?
this. And
How?
right now, Zamasu, the Ultra, he has a 5% chance. 5%? I've been getting
Cat.
feints with him a lot more consistently than I should. The enemy too. Like, whoa. I've seen people get feints twice in a row. 5%?
That ass.
Nah, that's not real. That's a fake number.
That has to be
It has to be. It has to be. Or at least it's inflated so that when he's fresh, people feel like, oh damn, I kind of need this guy. He's annoying. And then when they get smoked by him, they go ahead and summon, and that benefits them. It has to be the case. I refuse to believe that is 5%. It's at least 50, bro. It's
I
at
refuse
least
to believe.
times 10 at least. This one's not really on the devs, but you know, sometimes you're super passive, right? This happens in a bunch of different games, but the fact that I'm experiencing it in Dragon Ball Legends is frustrating. You and your enemy, you're both just standing there, and you know your enemy's super passive. You both stand there. Maybe 10 timer counts go by, 15, now 20, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack right now because I've had enough of just waiting. And at that moment, you attack. You get hit with the most diabolical thing ever. It could be an ultimate arc. It could be a rising rush.
Yo.
It could be a blue card, and it causes your death. Why did you decide to press the card at that exact moment after waiting for so long? That is so suspect. Am I being
That is
watched
so weird.
by a higher agency? Because what the hell happened there? This especially happens when you're in the sidestep wars. So you know you're both sidestepping at the same time, and one of you has to give out. And it's usually you first. So you go ahead and press the strike, right? But a millisecond before you press that strike, the enemy pressed their strike first. So now you strike, but you're just too slow. And now you're getting comboed. And God forbid it's in a meta where the combos go to 99. God damn, you're cooked. You're actually crazy. You ever been winning a game in PvP, then the minute you're about to get close to getting the advantage, the game just decides to lag? And I found in cases, you would normally assume the other person's cheating or something's going on, but it's not always the other person's cheating. I've had people that I know, like they've literally DM'd me or messaged me on Twitter, say GG's after the fact, and they told me, oh, the game just started lagging. Nah, that has to be targeted, because if I was going to win and then it started lagging right between the middle of the game, you know, that could sell me. You know, it's maybe a 2v1, and then the minute you was gonna get priority, a lag spike hit the game.
Yo.
And I refuse to believe that most other players that I fight, when it starts lagging, they're doing it intentionally or they're cheating. I don't believe there's that many cheaters. And the fact that it's even happened with people that I know,
I don't know,
that I can actually communicate with, they're not AI, they're people. Nah, man, they must be trying to set me up, because why do they not want me to gain more RP? My connection's fine. I know it is. So why is it lagging the minute I start winning? I don't even have much more to say on this one. It's just a little suspicious. More so, it's not even the player in both cases. Sometimes it's just the servers. Again, there's people that I know that have good connection. Of course, it could have just been an anomaly, and I can't check every single. Alright, this hiked to the last one for the video, but this one's a big one. Summoning. You guys will know about summoning. This is the conspiracy theory of doom. Every time there's a character you specifically want. I'm not personally a victim of this. When it comes to Legends Limited, I am, but Ultras no. As soon as you want a specific character, all your luck goes out the window. The rates are 0%. It's impossible to get this unit. But
every time I want a unit, I never get it until the unit is ass. And every time I don't care about a unit and I summon, they give me the nigga just for no reason.
You summon for
I
a
swear.
bum-ass character that you don't care about. You're pulling 10 copies of that unit. You never do that anyways, but let's say you did. You would pull 10 copies of that unit. My case right now, I didn't even want Ultra Corrupted Zamasu, but at like 4 a.m., I decided to just hit a rotation. I was like, F it, we ball. You know, I got nothing to lose. I'm gonna get to 20k CC anyways, and then I'm gonna have to spend later. So I might as well just hit a rotation. I just did it. I get him second step, okay. But I wanted to pull Legends Limited Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima. I was propping Daima for the past 2 years. I was the only one glazing it before there was anything good going on. When they promoted it in 2024 Battle Hour, all I had was good things to say about it. When I want to pull the units, I can't do it. I can't do it. There has to be something going on. I be on Twitter a lot as well. Every time there's a unit that comes out that somebody specifically wants, all of a sudden they're 40k deep trying to get that unit. 40k. I've seen people go 100k.
I went like 70k, 60k deep on Ultra Vegeta Blue. I only pulled 1 copy. Like, come on, gang. I started summoning from when he first came out. Like, I was summoning months. I summoned for 2 months straight, spent 60k, 1 copy. That I could have had those. I could have still had crystals left over on my account if I didn't summon for him that much.
On ultras that they were begging for. Rip Dingy, bro.
But yeah, that's a good video. Zakashi. This big dog. This big dog to me right now. Big ups to him. Definitely inspiration. But do we have another God rank grind? I don't know who that is. Let's see what he's doing. I have to hit Godly this season, or I have to do a punishment made by darts. He's getting yeah. Let's go. Stand back. Oh. I can't type in the chat. What the hell? Well, hope he makes it to God rank. He got a Zenkai? You know what that means. Time to turn my phone back on and grind that Zenkai for y'all. Alright, let's find another video though. The SML upload? I like reacting to their videos. Brooklyn Guy's Nightmare. I watched that on my own. I'm sorry, guys. Why Fortnite say the world died? Nah. You don't give a money. Don't know. New leaks. Let's see. This is the perfect video to watch.
Alright guys,
DB
so the leaks and updates are
DB
officially in. Everything new coming out to
DB
Dragon Ball Legends tonight for the weekly reset update. Now things are looking quite interesting. There's some stuff I really like about this update, but at the same time, there's something I really do not like, which we're going to get to in just one bit. Now guys, if you do enjoy the video, as always, make sure you guys simply just like and subscribe. We are just 4 to 5 weeks away from the Legends Festival, which is going to snap by pretty quickly, so be wise with your crystals. And quickly, shout out to Hydros as well as Pro Digital. But guys, let's not waste any time. Let's just get into it. I want to start off with something I really like and don't like at the same time, which is this. Now, if you guys remember, we got the exact same thing a few months ago for Ultra Super Vegito, which had his own card sleeve PvP message, as well as background and title. So we're going to get the very same thing, but for Rose.
Hold on, guys.
I'm not going to lie to you guys.
Oh my god. All right. Had to bring the tissue to me. My nose was running too much. My nose was running away. Let's get back into this.
This looks so tempting and so cool. I mean, take a look at this art sleeves, dude. It's like popping out of the card sleeve. It's actually colored. Like I said, very much so similar to you know, Ultra Super Vegeta.
Why are they doing that for
This
Ultra
is probably
Roseo?
like the coolest card sleeve out there, to be honest with you guys. Now this is going to be costing an arm and leg. It's not going to be free. It's not going to be cheap. Like I said, it's very similar to the Ultra Super Vegito card sleeve.
I'm not spending money on that.
So if you guys are ready to give up your wives, your kids, then by all means, your dogs, anything, your possessions, your house, go ahead, do it.
He did no
because
face cam this time.
don't do it. Do not do it, because this is going to cost a lot, is what I'm trying to say. So the Legends Festival is right around the corner. They know exactly what they're doing with this card sleeve. They want you to spend your crystals. There's going to be a bunch of baits very similar to this right before the festival. So be wise, be smart, but I'm not going to lie to you guys, it does look pretty cool, including the background as well as the title, which says, what does it say here? It says, what do you think of it?
Quite the color, huh?
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, that's the first thing. That's what I don't like, is the fact that it's not free to play, unfortunately. Now we are going to be getting a brand new Zenkai Rush battle for Elf Future Gohan. Now we do have its full abilities here, which I haven't read personally, which we could read in just one bit, but this is going to be 300 crystals up for grabs. I will be having a Chrono Crystals counter guide here on the channel tomorrow morning to see how many crystals we can farm. So we're going to get that.
Have
also,
some crystals, so I don't know if I will be summoning it or not, or what I will be doing.
Which has corrupt some mouse on the cover. Crystals, and I don't know if I should save them. How will you escape my justice next? Defeat mortals and get amazing rewards. So I'm not quite sure what this is going to be. Amazing rewards, probably some slot removers, hopefully some crystals. Crossing my fingers on that one, but we'll see. That's coming out tonight. We just covered this, and we're also going to get a hyperdimensional co-op special. Now, I love special co-ops. I always take full advantage of these because we could get extra special co-op medals, right, for having certain characters. So I use a whole bunch of skip tickets on this and stack up my co-op medals, because you could get some pretty cool stuff every time co-op resets, such as 300 crystals, as well as some multi-Z power as well. So definitely take advantage of this, right? It's the perfect time to farm.
I will.
So we are going to be getting a PvP message as well for what we just saw for the bundle of Rose's title, backgrounds, as well as card sleeves. We're also going to get another card sleeve here for Ella Future Gohan, which looks very, very clean, actually. One of my favorite characters in all of the Dragon Ball lore. This specific Future Gohan, as well as the Future Trunks, right?
Hold on, guys.
From that.
I'm going to do a quick summon real quick. I'm going to do the summon.